Roberts has blistered it to left center field, and it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He makes it all the way.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robbinsville High School. You're watching the Graham Star Sports Network, and this is the only place to watch Black Knights Athletics exclusively here on pay-per-view. We're back for our second day of streams in as many days, fans, as we welcome you to Robbinsville and Copper Basin. That's right, the Cougars are in town for a brief varsity tilt this afternoon here in Graham County. We will talk more about both teams as we go throughout the program tonight. Of course, up first is going to be the girls matchup, and we're just about 7 minutes away from tip-off for that one, so stay with us, fans, and we'll step back with you in just a few minutes. But
good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robbinsville High School for tonight's varsity matchups between the Copper Basin Cougars and the Robbinsville Black Knights. At this time, if you would please stand and direct your attention to the American flag as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem. Starting lineups first for the visitors from Copper Basin, the Lady Cougars. Number 10, Kendra Deal. Number 12, Chloe Blue. Number 21, Alexis Hyatt. Number 23, Zoe Green. And number 33, Cora Kinsey. And now for your Robbinsville Lady Knights. Number 3, Abby Ware. Number 5, Anna Williams. Number 14, Liz Carpenter. Number 23, Suri White. And number 33, Claire Barlow.
action underway here in Graham County as we are live tonight for Robbinsville Copper Basin here on the Graham Star Sports Network. Carpenter for 2 is going to be off, and it's going to be a hard-fought rebound. It'll end up in the hands of Cora Kimsey. And we will welcome aboard our first quarter sponsor. That is our friends at Lulay's Graphic Design in Andrews. Rebound, hard fought as well. Abby Ware's got it. She'll smack it to Claire Barlow for the takeaway. And up the floor we go. Williams shuffles around the right side, feeds it into Barlow, back out to Carpenter at the top, and doesn't like her look. Nice for good passing. Waddy for three. She had 5 of those last night. And that one will be off the rim. And looks like it skirted, as the kids say, to the locker room area. I used that right, didn't I? Fine. It's the good old-fashioned stack right here, fans, as we're going to break. And there's Liz Carpenter. Steps out of bounds, forced out of bounds, under heavy pressure by Chloe Ballou. That's a sophomore for the Cougars. First quarter action coming your way, 6:45 and counting left to play in the stanza. And we're scoreless until now. Number 21, Alexis Hyatt, will draw opening blood for this ball game. Barlow to Carpenter. It's underneath the rim. She let it go a little too fast. Rebounded by the Cougars. That's Chloe Ballou under heavy pressure. They're going to call a double dribble. Good pressure shown by Anna Williams to force the turnover. So right here below us, it'll be Abby Ware inbounding the ball. And that one out of bounds as well. Last touched by Robbinsville, so goes back to Copper Basin. Three-point attempt's going to be off. Rebounded by Cora Kimsey. And a foul called. It's the first one of the ball game, believe it or not. And it goes against Claire Barlow. That'll be her first, obviously. And the deterrent of the student section didn't work. She still made the foul shot. As we say in the South, those boys aren't right. 1 of 2 at the line goes Kimsey. Is 3-0 here in the first quarter. Ball was rebounded by Liz Carpenter. Waddy trapped in the corner, gets it out to Carpenter. Feed inside to Claire Barlow, and she'll drop it in for Robbinsville's first points of the game. And a high heave down the floor. Alexis Hyatt, athletic as she is, could not reach to get that one. And Anna Williams in a fight on the floor with Kendra Deal. Timeout called by Lucas Ford with 5:31 to play here in the first quarter. We'll take it with them here on GramstarSports.com. And we're back, fans, out of the timeout. Lucas Ford's got his strategy session done, and a foul called almost immediately. It'll be on number 33, Cora Kimsey, for the Cougars. So one foul apiece tonight, and both have been committed by number 33 for their respective team. Ware, good inside feed to Barlow. She won't get it. It's rebounded by Kimsey. Alexis Hyatt will retrieve it down the floor. And that ball will just scramble out of bounds. Liz Carpenter tried to take a charge. Didn't get the call. Still a 3-2 ball game. Waddy with the inbound. Foul called. And I believe that's on Kendra Deal for Copper Basin. Welcome, everyone, to the Gramstar Sports Network. Whether you are a Lady Cougar or a Lady Knight, you're very much welcome here in Robbinsville. Glad to be able to bring you this one here on pay-per-view. Remember, fans, every time you buy a ticket to watch Robbinsville Athletics here on the Gramstar Sports Network, a portion of the proceeds from every single sale go back to the athletic program. 2 for Carpenter. Nice little trade-off. Barlow and Carpenter have assisted and scored for each other in this ball game for Robbinsville. Nobody down there to stop Alexis Hyatt from that easy peasy layup. It's 7-4 in the second quarter. Ball swatted away from Waddy on a 2-1 team up. And a quick basket by Deal. It's 9-4 Cougars. Copper Basin just a stone's throw across the Tennessee state line off of Highway 64. Abby Ware will inbound it. Barlow to Carpenter, who will bring it up the floor. And she'll miss it. Rebounded by Kimsey. Cougars working in tandem right now. And Barlow's got a clutch on it underneath the basket. Interrupts Kendra Deal's ideas. One and only Crystal White has joined us for photographs on the floor, which is more than our photographer's doing right now, so. With fries in your mouth. Ball swatted away. It's a scramble. Barlow and Kimsey both get tangled up, or excuse me, that's Barlow and Ballou. Say that 5 times fast. 9-4 is the score, though. Foul's called on Claire Barlow. That's her second of the ball game, and the team's second. Feed to the corner. Hyatt for 3. It'll be off the rim. Rebounded by Kimsey. Kick to Deal back inside. Abby Ware trying to keep her under pressure. It'll be off the rim. And a third chance shot. And looks like she got fouled right on the floor. If I read it correctly, it was Miss Zaylin Phillips that committed the foul. That was her first of the night. 3 for Hyatt. Off the inbound, Riggins, I'll get it out right in a moment, tries to swat it away. It ends up in Phillips' clutches. Ware to Carpenter. It'll be off, rebounded as Ware cleans up the garbage. 4 rebounds already here in the first quarter for Abby Ware. And a dogfight between Ware and Kimsey for possession. Jump ball called. 9-6 your score here in the first quarter. Inbounded to Ballou. I beg your pardon, it was inbounded to Zoe Green, my mistake. Ballou had the rebound, couldn't grab it. And now Abby Ware for board number 5 already here tonight. Carpenter 2, it's high and it won't make it. And we got subs coming in. It's going to be Addison Hyatt for Copper Basin and Anna Williams for Robbinsville. 2:49 and counting left to play here in the opening quarter. Of course, we'll follow this one up with the boys matchup. Much shorter slate than we had last night against Smoky Mountain. 3-pointer hits the back of the rim. Williams lost her balance. Phillips got it. Ware up the floor. And she draws the foul. And one coming for junior Anna Ware, or Abby Ware, excuse me. Get it right in a moment. Her sister is senior Anna Ware. We'll get it right in a moment. And one's good, and we're all knotted up here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Feed inside to Hyatt. She'll get the basket. Foul called on the other end. Well, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the ganders, as they say. Foul was called on Abby Ware. That is numero uno for Miss Ware. And one for Hyatt will be successful. 2:22 left to go here in the first. Carpenter draws the foul, excuse me. And it's inbounded to Anna Williams as we resume play here in the first. And a high feed across the floor. Williams tried to chuck it to the stratosphere to get it to Liz Carpenter, and you see the end result. See elsewhere what's happening in the conference tonight. Cherokee is at Blue Ridge. Hayesville has traveled to Highlands, so a couple of teams on the plateau as another two-pointer for Basin makes it 14-9. And Phillips is going to cough it up. Last touched by Miss Phillips. It'll be turned over. Swain County at Smoky Mountain tonight. And it looks like that's all the action that's on the tab. Lady Cougars are 4-1 this season. Robbinsville, of course, 2-0 after defeating Highlands 51-44 on Friday, and Smoky Mountain 61-58 just last night. Junior Surrey Waddy will inbound it for Robbinsville. Fans, at halftime, we'll let you know how to purchase any of the photos you can see in the Graham Star or any that Miss Bella Eddings takes, of course, here tonight. Rebound by Zaylin Phillips. Foul called. That's her second foul of the game already. And for someone that came in relief, that's curious. And I believe it's going to result in 2 foul shots. Yes, it is. Already at 5 team fouls for the first quarter. It's Kendra Deal, Jr. at the line. You can always tell when Matthew Phillips and Owen Blevins are in the house, fans. A lot of feminine shrieking from the student section. Liz Carpenter will get the board. 0 for 2 trip to the line for Kendra Deal. Waddy brings it up the floor. A little bit wider. There we go. See more of the action. Sorry about that. Waddy with a side feed to Ware. 2-pointers off. Carpenter rebounds. She'll miss. Zaylin Phillips rebounds, misses, but draws the foul. So makes that 3 for Liz Carpenter here in the first quarter. Rebounds, that is. Zaylin Phillips will make her first. Misses her second, but Carpenter gets the board. Ware to Waddy for 3. It's going to be off. And rebounded by Cora Kimsey. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And it's getting sloppy on the floor. Kendra Deal with the basket, though. And it's a 16-10 ball game. Waddy around the right side. Gives it to Carpenter. Waddy 3 is off again. Maybe it's just taking her a while to get warmed up, fans. We'll just put it at that. 9.7, whistle blows. Ball out. Copper Basin basketball with 9.7 to go. Riley Akins almost copped it up. Abby Ware steals it at the buzzer. It's going to be short, but the steal will count. We'll step aside, fans. 16-10 in favor of the visitors. We'll be back in just a moment. The Tiger croons out as we come back for quarter number 2, and the Lady Knights break the huddle here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Copper Basin with a 6-point advantage as we're done with quarter number 1 here tonight in Robbinsville. We will welcome aboard our second quarter sponsor. That's our friends at RCM. That's Robbinsville Custom Molding, if you got time to spell it out. And we are underway. Sorry, Waddy to Abby Ware as we resume play. Ware just kind of chunks it up there, but can't find the basket. And now she'll inbound it. And it goes to Anna Williams. Inside to Riggins for 2. It'll be off. Williams' rebound will be off. Riggins again. That's also off. Williams goes to the floor, trying to fight for it. And they're going to say it's Cougar basketball as we're back live. Coming up at halftime, fans will, of course, crunch the numbers as we tend to do in these situations. And then we'll turn right back around and promote a couple of things we want you to keep an eye out for relating to the Graham Star and our streaming schedule. Two-pointer, it's a long one. It's going to be off. Riggins gets the rebound. That shot taken by Addison Hyatt. Here comes Robbinsville. Williams can't finish the shot. Rebounded by the Cougars. Tell you, Basin's brought the fight here tonight. And Zaylin Phillips breaks it up, and that draws the cheers of the Robbinsville faithful. The Copper Basin fans are not pleased with the call because they're going to say it was the Cougars that last touched it. You can hear the conjecture right here below us. We're set up on the visitor side of the gym. Waddy 3. It's in. And Surrey Waddy scores the first points of the second quarter. Give the assist to Riggins. And a 3 in response. No dice. It'll be Williams entangled on the floor. And they got the ball loose, but they're going to call a travel on Kendra Deal here in Robbinsville. Holy cow. Cougars only have 8 dressed out tonight, just for quick fun fact. Abby Ware tries to go inside. Got a quick step and got snuffed out. Instead, Alexis Hyatt will dump it off in transition for 2. Makes it 18-13 here in the second quarter. Foul called. And it goes against Bentley Riggins for Robbinsville. Ball set to be inbounded right by the scorer's table. Riley Akins will drop it off to Chloe Ballou. Hyatt 3 is going to be off again. Liz Carpenter tucks her way inside and gets the rebound, but then she stepped out of bounds. Carpenter tonight 5 rebounds already as well. Her and Abby Ware sharing that stat. Anna Williams fighting for that inbound, didn't get it. It's an inside feed. It's a rebound. It's Liz Carpenter on take 2. As the high tempo pace continues here in Robbinsville. And I believe they called a 3-second violation. That's Chloe Blue bringing it back up the floor for Copper Basin. All right. Abby Ware tries to scoop it up in time, can't do so. It's going to be Copper Basin basketball. Blue will inbound it. Hyatt tries to set up on the perimeter for a three, changes her mind, floats inside, and will draw the foul. Foul's called on Liz Carpenter. That'll be her first of the night. Hyatt to shoot two and make that one now as and another 20-13 now is the charge. Oh, and Hyatt's 2 for 2 trip to the line. Foul called. I couldn't quite make out what number Pepper Taylor threw up there. Let's see. I can put it on the scoreboard. Surrey Waddy committed the infraction. That's her first of the night. Zaylin Phillips and Abby Ware out in the game. Claire Barlow and Bentley Riggins. Carpenter's 2 will draw a foul, and the ire of head coach Jeff Grimes. Carpenter's first is going to be off. Second one is in the basket and dribbles out. Oh, my goodness. Copper Basin basketball. Timeout call by Jeff Grimes. That's a 30-second pause that we'll take with him here on GramstarSports.com. Welcome back, everyone. 20-13, Copper Basin with a 7-point advantage as we resume play on the Gramstar Sports Network. I didn't hear a whistle, but who needs a stinking whistle anymore, I guess. Liz Carpenter will rebound it. Barlow swipes it away. Inside feed, tries to go to Riggins. She can't get it. It's off. Hyatt cleans it up. Can't get the job done. It's out. Last touched by Robbinsville, says the officials. Barlow tried to disrupt the proceedings, couldn't do so. Foul on the floor is going to be called on Anna Williams. Three for Blue is going to be off. That was a little shaky from the word go, but she got the shot off. And it's a fight for survival. Did not quite break out in Revival. How about Carpenter to the other side? Misses the layup. Williams steals it away. Liz Carpenter with 8 rebounds here tonight. 3:20 and counting left to go in the first half. we eventually got somebody subbed in. It'll be Anna Williams tagging out. Abby Ware tagging back in. And a foul called on the inbound. It's going to go against number 23, Zoe Green. I believe that's her second. No, they're saying it's her first. My mistake. But it is also a chance to shoot two. And Carpenter makes her first. And her second. Good to see that. Back-to-back foul shots. Alexis Hyatt for three. It's going to be off the rim. And it's a jostle for the ball. Carpenter in the corner. All the way across the horn to Zaylin Phillips. She'll work her way inside. Last second pass to Bentley. Riggins will do the trick for two. And that shot will be off as well. Robbinsville has methodically cut it down to a 3-point deficit. Travel called on Abby Ware, and that will turn the ball over. And Alexis Hyde didn't even attempt to offer at that one. .138 and counting. It's a three for Waddy. It's rebounded by Chloe Ballou. And a travel called. We'll turn it back over to Robbinsville. Low-scoring first half here on the Gramstar Sports Network. And the three-pointer misses. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Basin. Here's Waddy to inbound it with 1:09 to play before the break. Waddy three again. She'll get it that time. It's a 2-point ball game. The assist to Liz Carpenter on that one. 2 threes in the second period for Miss Waddy. And And a foul called. Called it on Zaylin Phillips. That's her third. She'll have to take a breather for a while. Anna Williams back in the game. And another foul called. This one will be on Abby Ware. That is her second of the night. It will send Chloe Ballou to the line with 31.5 left before the pause. Carpenter rebound. 0 for 2 trip to the line for Miss Ballou. Waddy three, it's good. Robbinsville takes the lead with 8 seconds left before the break. .6 left to go. Plenty of time to set up a play. Let's see what they come up with. I'll give it to Waddy again. Why not? Well, she tried the desperation heave, and she came up empty. It is 23-22 Robbinsville as we head into the locker room. We'll be back in just a few minutes, fans. Stay with us. Welcome back, one and all, to the Grimstar Sports Network. Kevin Henson with you for tonight's telecast. And we're very privileged to be here. It's the second half of play. Robbinsville leading Copper Basin 23-22. At the break, fans, Surrey Waddy led the way with 9 points for Robbinsville. How about a 3 for Kendra Dill to start off things here in the third quarter? Ball stolen away by the Cougars up the floor. And Hyatt misses it. Rebound misses as well. Put back by Cora Kimsey. Does not miss. It's a foul. Also at the break, Abby Ware had 5 points, but we also tacked on, of course, 5 rebounds, and assists, and a steal to her stat line. And Liz Carpenter with 4 points, but 9 rebounds and 2 assists. That's your stat leaders for the Lady Knights at the pause. 3 for Hyatt. Back-to-back threes to start the second half for Copper Basin. And the Lady Cougars up by 5 as we're back at it. And, of course, we welcome aboard our third quarter sponsor, Blevins Insurance, one of our 5 year-long sponsors that help make these telecasts possible all year long and beyond. 2 inside for Kendra Dill. Cougars have came out swinging here in the third quarter. An 8-0 run to start things. Waddy changes her mind, coves it over to, Anna Williams. Inside feed from Ware to Carpenter. It rolls across. Foul called. Carpenter goes 0 for 2 at the foul line. Rebounded by Ballou for Copper Basin. And the feed to Kimsey. She'll draw a foul on the other end, as we've got a sluggish third quarter developing Robbinsville has yet to score in this period. Copper Basin came out with an 8-0 start. Back-to-back threes for Kendra Deal and Alexis Hyatt do the trick. Kimsey goes 0 for 2, rebounded by Liz Carpenter, who now has 10 boards here tonight. Where 3 will do the trick. And Lucas Ford calls a timeout right after the shot. We'll take it with him on the Gramstar Sports Network. And we're back live, fans. 30-26 is the tally. Robbinsville cut it to 4 just a moment ago, thanks to Anna Abbyware. My goodness, I've never done that before, and I've confused her twice tonight. Abbeyware's three-pointer. Zaylin Phillips breaks up the floor with the rebound and draws the foul. And the foul will go against Alexis Hyatt. That will be her third of the night. Phillips misses her first. And her second. Boy, some rough foul shooting tonight, frankly, from both sides. It has been harmful, to say the very least, in a ball game like this. Two-pointer in retaliation will get the trick done, and that will make the score 32-26. Ball stolen away by Hyatt. Kimsey will get the basket. That's back-to-back buckets for Kimsey, and she draws the foul. Phillips went 1 for 2 at the line a moment ago. And one will connect. Copper Basin up by 9 at the moment. Or excuse me, 8. I didn't go to school in Graham County. My apologies. My math skills are terrible. Ware out of the corner is going to be off. And Kimsey loses it temporarily. She's got it back, though. Up the floor to Hyatt. It's off. Kendra Deal. Some fancy footwork. Inside kick to Miss Blue. Rebounded by Abby Ware, though. Robbinsville taking all the time it needs to get this place set up. It'll end up in Claire Barlow's clutches. She'll drive around and almost make the shot. And it is a dog pile on the floor. "30-second pause as we step aside here on GramstarSports.com. Well, welcome back, everyone, here to the Gramstar Sports Network. Kendra Dill will creep in the frame here in just a moment. There she is, as we're back with you live. And a foul call on the other end. This is a foul-heavy ball game, fans. Needless to say. Foul is on Cora Kimsey, Kimsey shooting the foul. I beg your pardon. The foul's on Claire Barlow, her third of the night. She'll have to tag out. The 33s are throwing me off. My goodness. Katie Lynn Gross is tagged in for 1 for 2 at the line is Miss Kimsey. 10-point ball game. Carpenter to Waddy. Waddy trying to push her way around coverage, and she'll draw the foul. Instead, Kendra Deal will commit the infraction. That is her second of the night. Anna Williams now under team pressure. Gets loose. Waddy to Ware. That's off. Rebounded. Put back by Liz Carpenter for 2. Abby Ware steals it away. Anna Williams to the hole. It's going to be off. Carpenter rebounds. Carpenter draws the foul. And Chloe Blue gives the official a look of disbelief. Waddy cuts around. Good screen set by Carpenter to free her up for a moment. Ware to Carpenter, double team, and the ball just stripped away by Chloe Blue. Here come the Lady Cougars, still up by 8. Katie Lynn Gross fighting for it inside, and that drew the adulation of her teammates as she ends up getting the ball back from Addison Hyatt. And Malia Cox will tag in. Claire Barlow will have a seat. Foul called on the floor. It will go against Chloe Blue. That's her third of the night. It'll send Liz Carpenter to the line. And she'll make her first. And her second. Ball stolen away. Anna Williams breaks up the floor and misses the layup. Rebound by Carpenter won't get the job done either. Chloe Blue. And Carpenter both got tangled up. And that will be a 2-shot foul on the other end. Blue goes 1 for 2. Howard Basin has outscored Robbinsville 15-7 in this quarter after the Lady Knights led 23-22. Double dribble called on Abby Ware, and that'll end those proceedings dead in their tracks. And, of course, we'll go back tonight and recap all the fun in the Graham Star. Abby Ware strips it away from Blue. Jump ball called as Riggins and Waddy tag in. Katie Lynn Gross and Liz Carpenter tag out. Nope, I stand corrected. Malia Cox tags out. Carpenter stays in. Webstar will be available on newsstands tomorrow afternoon. And as we mentioned last night, will be a education-heavy edition somehow, some way. It's kind of worked out that way. It happens sometimes. Several stories spotlighting, and in a positive light, I might add, education here in Graham County. New librarian's been named for Graham County Public Library. Recap of the school board meeting from last Tuesday. And the foul is called again. That is the third one. Charge to Cora Kimsey. It'll be Liz Carpenter shooting again. And the first one will be off. Boys game to follow here tonight in Graham County as the second part of our doubleheader, so to speak. 1 for 2. Goes Liz Carpenter. The 6-point ball game. And that one careens out the backside of the proceedings. Abby Ware will clean it up. Screen set by Williams. Surrey Waddy to Abby Ware. Waddy 3. It's going to be off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Riggins. Carpenter to Waddy. Take 2. Nobody Gardner-wise. Stop it. And I think a lot of the Robbinsville faithful thought that ball was last touched by Copper Basin, but it was not meant to be. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Last second change to deal is no dice. Rebounded by Anna Williams. Waddy one-on-one at the net, and she'll come up short on the shot. Riggins has it at the top. Ware inside, 5 seconds, rebounded by Riggins again. And Claire Barlow will check into the game with 4.3 left in the third quarter. Alexis Hyatt's coming in. And tagging out will be Riley Akins. Hyatt at the buzzer. Won't get the shot off in time, and it won't count anyway. It goes out wide. 37-31 Copper Basin, as we'll step aside again. You're watching the Graham Star Sports Network. Fourth quarter, as we're back with you live from Robbinsville here on the Graham Star Sports Network. It'll be another Copper Basin inbound as we resume play. Hyatt inside, travels as she heads to the basket, and the officials caught it. Ball will be inbounded by Abby Ware, right in front of the thin Basin bench. As we said earlier, only 3 reserves tonight for Copper Basin dressed out. Boys do have several more on their roster. We'll talk more about them later on in the evening as Waddy dumps it off to Carpenter for 2. Ball stolen away by Waddy. Rebounded by Riley Akins. Only loss so far this year. Ball stolen away, and a basket for Riggins makes it a 2-point ball game. Give Abby Ware the steal and the assist. Robert Basin's only loss this year was at Polk County, Tennessee. They lost 51-38 to the Wildcats, as Hyatt hits a jumper to keep things alive and honest. Back to a 4-point ball game. Other wins this year have included North Georgia Christian Academy from, hey, look at that, my hometown of Ella J, Georgia, defeated them 87-25. A victory at Hiawassee Dam. Lady Eagles are tough this year, so this is an impressive win, 56-50. Grace Baptist Academy, 72-6. And Sweetwater, Tennessee on Friday, 53-48. Abby Ware just stole it back and drew a foul. Robert Basin did play Natahala this year, but Natahala only has a boys varsity team this season, so only one game was contested. Ware's first is good. Foul, by the way, was on Riley Akins. That is her second of the night. And Ware's seconds out. Quick rebound by Barlow, and she'll get another one and draw the foul. And that is 5 fouls on Zoe Green. She'll be done for the night. Chloe Blue is going to check in for her. Barlow makes her first. And her second. Where another steal. Waddy three is going to be off the side of the rim. Carpenter cleans it up, and that could have been the go-ahead basket, but it was not meant to be. Abby Ware with 3 steals in this quarter, 5 overall here tonight. Robbinsville trails by 1 here in the fourth quarter. Kendra Deal will kick it over to Akins. Hyatt back to Deal. Inside to Blue. Feed to Cora Ramsey, but she doesn't like her look. Deal will draw the foul. Or excuse me, that's Miss Akins, I beg your pardon. Draws the foul. I believe that is the second of the night on Surrey Waddy. I've only got her for 1 on the board, but I did see her number up there earlier. She doesn't commit them often. Akins will miss her second as well, and Carpenter gets the rebound. And the basket's going to count because they didn't see her go out. And Miss Blue will get the bucket. Carpenter rebound. She'll make it. One-point ball game again. And a jump ball called. It will be Robbinsville possession. 4:41 to go in the game. Anna Williams Inside dish to Barlow, almost ate her up. She recovers, rebounds, and a foul called as she's battling some jammed fingers. Her index and middle finger on her right hand's heavily taped. Foul is called on Riley Akins. That will be her third of the night. And I believe they just called a technical foul. They did. Well, there's some confusion on the floor. I don't know if anyone knows what's going on, honestly. It does appear that Alexis Hyatt will be shooting two technicals either way. And she'll make her first. And then her second. And a timeout called on the floor. We'll take it with them here on GramstarSports.com. Welcome back, everyone. After all the confusion, it is 43-40. Advantage Copper Basin at the moment. Kevin Hensley, Bella Eddings, Kyla Garland, all helping bring you tonight's telecast of Lady Knights and Black Knights basketball. Alexis Hyatt just continues to punish when she gets the ball in her hand. Another three-pointer for the versatile junior. And it's a 6-point lead for Copper Basin with 3:55 left to go in regulation. And we're a little delayed pointing out our fourth quarter sponsor for tonight, which is CM Supply. We thank them for helping make these telecasts possible as well. Carpenter works her way inside, can't get the basket. Rebounded by Abby Ware for two. Ball loose. Kendra Dill inside. And they're going to call the good old-fashioned palm ball. It'll be a turnover. Anna Williams. Off step around the corner. Claire Barlow inside. And, well, technically she made a basket there, I guess, but they're not going to count that, of course. Tried it from the opposite end of things. That's not how that's supposed to work, but nonetheless. Fourth foul of the night called on Riley Akins. And there is shot number one from Claire Barlow. And make it two. And another timeout call. 2:58 to go. It's a 2-point ball game. Stay with us, fans. Welcome back, everyone, to the Gramstar Sports Network. 2:58 left to go in this 2-point ball game. Ballou for two. It's good. Basin up 48-44. Claire Barlow will inbound it. Abby Ware tries to get the shot off, can't make it. And the ball squirts loose. Last touched by Liz Carpenter, though. So it will be a Basin inbound. Hyatt takes the inbound around the right side. Carpenter will get the rebound. Waddy to Barlow. 3 for Waddy. It's good. That is a huge shot in this game. And maybe the shot in the arm that the Lady Knights needed to pull back ahead. It's her 4th three-pointer of the night. And Barlow gets into a tussle with Akins over the ball, and Akins last touched it. Jalen Phillips will check in. Anna Williams will check out. $1:38 left. Jalen Phillips to Abby Ware. Inside to Riggins for the go-ahead. It's good. Boy, Riggins fought for that basket, to say the very least, but the Lady Knights are back ahead for the first time since the second quarter. Foul called. Foul is going to go on Jalen Phillips. That'll be her 4th of the night. And just as quickly as she checks in, she's got to come right back out due to the infraction. That's actually 5, excuse me. So that'll be the end of the night for Jalen Phillips. Anna Williams already back in after a quick breather. Chloe Ballou makes her first. We're all knotted up. And the rebound for Liz Carpenter. She's well above double digits on rebounds. We'll crunch all those numbers in between games. One minute exactly left here in regulation. And I'm throwing that word around because it's tied. We could be getting some free basketball here tonight. And it'll be a shooting foul for Liz Carpenter. 4th foul of the night assessed to Chloe Ballou. And Robbinsville back ahead. And she makes her second 2-point ball game. Boy, Robbinsville rallying late here. Ballou for the tie. It's going to be out. She rebounds it. It's also out. Third chance, no good. Rebounded by Claire Barlow. And the Knights have possession with 40 seconds to play. Waddy under pressure by Kendra Dill. She'll swap out with Liz Carpenter as the mano-a-mano coverage. And they're going to say Carpenter last touched that ball. She let it go thinking that it was last touched by Copper Basin. A timeout called, speaking of which, by the Cougars. We'll take it with them. Left on the clock as we're back live. And it's another stack they'll break right in front of the Basin bench. Inbounded to Chloe Ballou. Big play here. Blue with a backward pass to Kimsey. It's going to be off the backboard. Rebounded by Akins. And a foul is called with a 12.8 left. Kyla Garland's on pins and needles up here with us, fans. And she will miss her first. And she will miss her second. Rebounded. And Ware hit hard on the hustle for the rebound. Lucas Ford calls a timeout with 10.3 left in the ball game. Stay with us, folks. All right, one and all, 10.3 left as we are back live from Robbinsville High School. Lady Knights clinging to a 2-point lead over Copper Basin. Ballou gets the interception. Here's a three from Dill. It's going to miss wide. And Liz Carpenter's got it off the inbound. And Claire Barlow is just gently removing Liz Carpenter from the situation. They are going to call the foul on Alexis Hyatt, I believe. That will be her fourth of the night. I'm sorry. Watching Barlow push Carpenter down the floor just amused me to no end. Okay. First one's in for Liz Carpenter. And it's a timeout called in the middle of the foul sequence by Copper Basin. And fans, we're 2.5 seconds away from the end of the ball game. We want to thank all of you once again for joining us. Coming up next will be our dear friends with the boys. It'll be Black Knights and Cougars basketball here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Boy, I tell you, you can just really tell where some people are from in this county when they behave the way Kyla Garland does. Some would say it's a poisonous branch that she dips her water from. Hey! Oh, now she's all offended by it. Thank you guys seriously for being with us. We are going to take a break after this for about 10 minutes. We'll come back with the boys tip-off, and we'll run through the girls' final stat numbers once this game is out of the way. Carpenter will miss her second, 2.5 to go. And it's going to be a long heave that's going to come up well short of the mark. Final score, Robbinsville 52, Copper Basin 49. And we're going to step aside for about 10 minutes while we get all of our stats crunched. If we can get done in time, we'll come back with some updates. If not, we'll see you for the boys tip-off. Stay with us here on Pay-Per-View.
All right, man, it's time for the nightcap featuring the Cougars and the Black Knights. Let's meet the Copper Basin starters first. Number 12, Drew Crowder. Number 13, Carter Lance. Number 14, Talon Smith. Number 15, Dawson Pittman. And number 50, Darius Harris. And now for your Robbinsville Black Knights. Number 3, Luke Levin. Number 4, Roman Jones. Number 5, Darian Ledbetter. Number 10, Bryce Adams. And number 15, Dave Knox.
All right, fans, we are back live, and it's just about showtime here on the Gramstar Sports Network. First quarter action set to come your way. And a two-point shot for Roman Jones. Still good. Rebounded by Bryce Adams. That will do the trick. And the ball stolen away. Fans, in our previous game, Liz Carpenter finished with 16 points, but had 18 rebounds and 3 assists to go with it. Ledbetter poking in and out of the perimeter. Kind of set something up. Alexis Hyatt led Copper Basin in the loss with 21 points to her credit. And the ball rebounded by the Cougars. Travel called after all that work. Going to be a turnover. And Basin will have it. Robbinsville comes into tonight's game with a record of 2-1. They lost their first one last night. Fell to Smoky Mountains 77-71. Meanwhile, the Copper Basin Cougars are 2-4 for the season. 2 more for Bryce Adams makes it 4-0. And the press has proven successful so far. Big block at the net by Bryce Adams. And another one is stolen away by Dane Knott. Feed to Ledbetter. He'll change his mind, go inside, and he'll miss the shot. But he'll draw the foul. And Ledbetter will make his first. Foul, by the way, was called on Dawson Pittman. That is his first of the night. Robbinsville off to a neat 6-0 start here this afternoon. Offensive charge is called on number 13. That's Carter Lance. That will be charged with the infraction. And 2 on the other end will make it 8-0. Timeout called. Robbinsville off to a 10-0 start here on the Grimstar Sports Network. We're back. The 10-0 start for Robbinsville here in the first quarter. Good to have you with us on GrimstarSports.com. Ledbetter 3 is good. Give the assist to Dane Knott. Ball stolen away on the other end. Ledbetter breaks. Ledbetter misses the shot. Put back will be good for Roman Jones. The action is happening so quick I can't even keep the scoreboard updated. It's a 15-0 start now. And a three-point shot for the Knights will make it 18-0. 18-0 start here in Robbinsville. Not for three. Thought about it, changed his mind. He'll trade it back and forth with Bryce Adams. Corner three will miss. Rebounded by Talon Smith. Cougars are still trying to find hope here in the first quarter. First quarter sponsor for tonight's boys game is Farley Contracting and Disposal. We want to thank them for joining us for the year-long journey and helping make these telecasts possible. Drew Crowder for three will be good. And the Cougars have finally struck after the 18-0 start. Bryce Adams rebounds it. Lovin for three. It'll be in and out. Knott gets it. Roman Jones in and out. And they finally got a crack on it. Talon Smith for two makes it 18-5. And the foul is called. (18-7) after the two foul shots made. Foul, by the way, was called on Roman Jones. Hollins for two. It's off. Rebounded by Nathan Frederick. That's also off. And rebounded by the Cougars. Love an inside feed. Jumper for two, no dice. Nathan Frederick gets it back to Collins. Here's Lovin for three. It'll be off. Ledbetter's got it. And the ball's plucked away by Drew Crowder. Eight inside of number 11. That's Andrew Perro. Ball stolen away by Luke Lovin. Frederick rebound. Feed from Collins to Ledbetter. No dice. Collins rebounds. Awkward pass to Lovin. And Talon Smith creatively gets the ball back in his possession. When Jumper gets the rebound off the brick. Foul was on Isaac Collins. That is his first of the night. And another turnover. Basin's got it back with 5 seconds left in the first quarter. And that's the end of it. 18-7 is going to be your score after 1 quarter of play. Stay with us here on GramstarSports.com. Back with you for the second quarter of play here on GramstarSports.com. 18-7 Robbinsville at the moment. 2 points for Drew Crowder will make it 18-9. So Robbinsville started the game on an 18-0 run, and the Cougars have literally cut the lead in half since. Big swat down by Andrew Perro, and the ball stolen away by Copper Basin. Dawson Pittman, the freshman point guard, and if I'm remembering correctly, was also their quarterback when Robbinsville played Copper Basin in football this season. Eight inside. And rebounded by Ledbetter. He'll go coast to coast with it. That'll break the drought. Ball stolen away inside to Knott for 2. Will also do the trick, and the foul called as well. Foul was called on Carter Lance. That will be his second. And one will be good. Pittman out. Robbinsville leading 23-9 here in the second quarter. Quinn jumper for 2. And a foul called on, I believe, Nathan Frederick. No, I stand corrected. It was Quinn Jumper. That is his first of the night. The pass errantly goes out of bounds. Three for Nathan Frederick. And a block called inside. Darius Harris, a sophomore, will draw the foul. That was on Bryce Adams. That was his first for the night. Darius Harris. We'll go 2 for 2. And timeout call by Copper Basin. It's a 30-second pause that we'll take with them here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Back live, 30-11, Robbinsville. We are in the second quarter, despite our scoreboard saying otherwise. And you're watching the Gramstar Sports Network. Finally got that bad boy updated. Sorry about that. Senior Carter Lance goes to the hole for 2. Yes. How can you not? Well, fans will have to disinfect the tripod before Friday's game takes place. Getting the Bella Cooties on it. Transition basket. Not to jumper is going to be off. Rebounded by Talon Smith. Kazik T. Sateski and Luke Levin are ready to check in at the scores table. 3:46 left to play here in the first half. And as you can see on the screen, fans, it has been all Robbinsville from the get-go. Second quarter sponsor with us is Lulay's Graphic Design. Rebound by Isaac Collins. That's his 4th of the night. Not for 3. It's good. They're going to give him 2. Excuse me. He was on the line. They not with the steal. Ball stolen away. And coughed up. Got a meeting of the minds taking place. It will be a Copper Basin throw-in. 2:43 to go. Harris overshoots it, rebounded by Bryce Adams, who's back in the game. After a hot start to the game, they set him down. Kazik T. Sateski, low pass. Collins to Adams. It'll be off. Adams will rebound it. Adams 2. Adams will get it. Teske with the rebound. And Adams with the bucket. Blocked by Adams, stolen by Knott. Lovin to Collins. And a little too much to handle. Collins settles down that time and puts up a nice shot, but it'll miss. Crowder with the rebound. .106 left here in the first half. And the foul called on Isaac T. Steski. That is his first of the night. High heave in, Talon Smith. And Harris to the hole for two. Bryce Adams will deposit it to Luke Lovin as we're at the 37-second mark. And it looks like the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Basin. Isaac T. To the big heave-ho. And Adams creeps inside for two. Coming up, we'll crunch the numbers at halftime. It's been a wild first half as far as stats go for Robbinsville. And we'll see where everybody stands at that moment. Foul called on Isaac T. Steski. Five seconds. Talon Smith gets a nice alley shot. And that's going to be all for the first half. It's 38-17 as we go to the pause here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Everyone, please stay with us. What you're watching right now, fans, Copper Basin and Robbinsville duking it out here on Gramstar Sports. We're privileged all of you have joined us for tonight's pay-per-view broadcast. And remember, every time you buy a ticket, you help support Knights Athletics. Third quarter set to commence here in just a momento as we welcome aboard our third quarter sponsor for the evening, Robbinsville Custom Molding. We're back live, and we're off and running. And a two inside for Bryce Adams, who led the way at the break with 14 points for Robbinsville. That'll give him 16 on the night. Heavy pressure from Darian Ledbetter trying to make Talon Smith cough it up, so to speak. And the basket there will do the trick, as a matter of fact. And a basket by Harris on the other end. Darian Ledbetter had 9 points at the pause, if you're keeping score at home. Adams rebound. He'll draw a foul. Foul was on Harris. That is his first of the night. And Bryce Adams will miss his first. Makes his second. Two more for the Cougars. They're finally across the 20-point threshold. Carter Lance, beg your pardon, with the basket. And one coming for Bryce Adams. Foul was on Drew Crowder. That's also his first of the night. And one is good. Robbinsville in firm control here in this one with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Dawson Pittman tries the old stutter step inside, and he'll get the foul called. Foul was on Luke 11. That's his first of the evening. And the second also good, or the second one, the only one is good, for Mr. Pittman. That right in a moment. Ball stolen away by Roman Jones. Don't forget, fans, on Friday, we'll be here at 4 p.m. as Carter Lance makes the two. Beginning at 4 p.m. Friday, it will be JV and varsity basketball. A 4-game set once again. Boy, nobody's going to even try to attempt to stop Dane Nod as he just trots to the goal, and the Knights have a double-digit lead over Copper Basin. It'll go JV girls, JV boys, varsity girls, and varsity boys will only be doing commentary for the varsity matchup. Lance can't get it. He gets the rebound. It's smacked away by Roman Jones. Ledbetter circles around, dumps it off to Knott for three. Out of the corner, it's no good. Luke Lovin rebound will clean it up. Knights are dangerously close to kicking in a running clock here in the second half. Roman Jones off the steal for two. Jones steals it again. That's 3 steals in this quarter for the senior Roman Jones. Darian Ledbetter for 3. Timeout called. And we will take it with them here on the Grimstar Sports Network. All right, fans, welcome back. We've got a fresh 5 on the floor for Robbinsville. It's Nathan Frederick, Quinn Jumper, Kaizek Tisateski, Logan Calloway, and Isaac Collins. Robbinsville in firm control, up by 30 at the moment. Ledbetter's shot a moment ago was only for 2. I stand corrected. Kaizek T can't finish the shot. And it goes out last touched by the Black Knights. As we mentioned, we'll go back to and recap this one and all the latest Black Knights athletics and the Graham Star, and you'll be able to read all about it in a recap tomorrow afternoon on newsstands everywhere. Callan Smith trying to find a way around Nathan Frederick, who is on his case, to say the least. Glenn Jumper had his hands up, but they're going to call him for the foul anyhow. 3:06 left to go here in the third quarter. Knots need just 10 more points to institute a running clock. Make that 8. Nathan Frederick with the pick and steal. And ball is thrown away again. Callaway to jumper for 2. Logan Callaway with the rebound. And another basket for Frederick. Another steal. Frederick to Kazik T. Sateski. He'll just fill up for a jumper. Rebounded by Frederick. He'll clean it up. .138 left to play here in the third quarter. Long 3, nothing doing. Rebounded by Kazik T. Sateski. Roman Jones, Isaac Collins, I beg your pardon, goes inside and gets the basket. Give the assist to Kazik T. And the clock can run freely now for the rest of the ball game. It's a 41-point deficit. .43 seconds left to go. Logan Callaway inside to Kazik T. Collins coughs it up. Pressure brought on by Carson Paris. And it will turn it over. Cougars are not going to do anything fancy here in the final 13 seconds, it doesn't appear. Carter Lance, a senior, handled the ball for a while. Now he's going to go inside with it. He loses it. Foul called. And we'll step aside for the end of the period. Fourth quarter just around the corner, fans, here on GrimStarSports.com. The fourth quarter is upon us as we resume play here on the Grimstar Sports Network. And the first shot of the fourth is going to be a 3 for Carter Lance. Quick sign of life from the Cougars, who fell behind 18-0 to start this game and have not made a serious threat since. Basin Buchanan draws the foul inside. Foul, by the way, was charged to Andrew Perro. That's his first of the night. And Buchanan goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Pittman 3, no dice, rebounded by Kazik T. Sateski. Hard fought still. Pittman goes around Isaac T, and Isaac T. will get the rebound nonetheless. On the other end, Titan T gets it back into Kason B. My goodness. And we got some subs coming in for Copper Basin. That'll be Talon Smith and number 4, Kason Hawkins. Trey Lambert playing in the game now as well. A lot of names we didn't get to see last night that are in the game tonight. Ball stolen away by Andrew Perro for Copper Basin. Lambert will bring it up the floor with 5:23 left to play. Thank you all once again for joining us here tonight. Hot dish from Callaway to Isaac T. can't be handled. Hawkins will inbound it. Foul called. It was on Logan Callaway. It was. That's his first of the night. Hawkins 3, no dice. And the rebound will end up out of bounds. Titan T. will inbound it to Trey Lambert. Titan T for 2. I brought the crowd to their feet. He made it look effortless. And a 3 in response on the other end from Carson Paris. And a sub coming. It'll be Eli King tagging in for Andrew Perro. 68-30 is your tally at the moment. Victory here tonight, fans, will improve Robbinsville to 3-1 to start the season. The Lady Knights are 3-0. Of course, that Natahala factor keeps playing into some of these win-loss records. Copper Basin also played Natahala already this year. The boys did. Basket for Talon Smith. Defeated Natahala 71-67 and North Georgia Christian Academy 69-45. After that, it's unfortunately been losses from there on out. This one will bring it to 5 in a row for Copper Basin. .205 left to play. Pepper Taylor with an interesting call right there. We'll take that, I guess. Second foul of the game on Logan Calloway. Isaac T steals it away. Basket pass to Trey Lambert. And a travel called. And this one's academic at this point anyhow. As mentioned, Friday is the conference opener against Murphy. Robbinsville will be on the road next week. Hiawassee Dam on Monday. Andrews on Tuesday. And if I'm doing the math right in my head, this may be our final varsity telecast Friday for 2024. Titan T, they want him to bust a three. They'll let Logan Calloway do it anyway. It's off. Calloway saves it. What? Hustle. Look at the kid. Titan T's not being a selfish teammate. They're going to call a travel on Logan Calloway. 27 seconds left. As the atmosphere is fun on the floor right now. Ball stolen away by Kason Buchanan. Here's Isaac T to Trey Lambert. And it's broken up by Kason Hawkins. Five seconds to play, and this is going to be it for the ball game. We'll see what they pull off here at the buzzer. Cash Hamby will miss his shot. That's going to do it, fans. Final score, Robbinsville 68, Copper Basin 32, as we end tonight's two-game tilt against the Copper Basin Cougars. For Bella Eddings and Kyla Garland, I'm Kevin Hensley, wishing all of you a great rest of your Tuesday evening. Catch a recap and final stat leaders on our social media and, of course, in the Graham Star beginning tomorrow afternoon. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everyone.
And Roberts has blistered it to left center field, and it ain't coming back. And he's still got real estate. He makes it the way.